Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy TRUEDBZ back with another video, and today I'm going to be finally doing my Dragon Ball FighterZ version of 1.31 tier list. So I know you guys voted for this on Twitter, and so I came to deliver. So first I'm going to break down the video and to certain parts. That way if you guys want to skip to a certain part of the video, then you can do so at your will. So this is how things are going to work. So the first part, I'm going to be explaining the tiers and what they mean. Next, I'm going to be discussing what makes a strong character in this meta. 3, I will go over each tier individually. I won't go over every single character here, just to make this video like not an hour long. But I will talk about some notable characters that I think are worth discussing. And then the last part will be my final thoughts overall. So yeah, that's gonna be how this video is organized. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Alright, going over each tier. So we have 4 different tiers. We have Z, S, A, and B. So let's just go over it, each of them generally. So Z tier. So Z tier is the top 10 characters in the current state of Dragon Ball FighterZ. In my opinion, these characters created the meta and what makes a strong character. For high level or tournament runs, 2 to 3 of them are mandatory on a team for you to keep up and have the best chances of victory. S tiers are characters that have tools that you'd want in a top tier but aren't pushed to that top 10 status. All these characters are overall completed with maybe one issue that prevents them from being the best. A tiers are characters with a good number of positives but have one big negative or several minor negatives that stack on each other. They can really do some work if the opponent does not know the matchup, but if they do, these characters can suffer a lot. And B tier characters. These characters have gigantic flaws in comparison to the top tiers, and these characters can either feel outdated or just don't have enough positives to warrant using them at high level. So what makes a strong character in Dragon Ball FighterZ? In the simplest of terms, the best of the best are characters that have 3 or 4 of these qualities that makes them top tier. So number 1 is having a strong projectile. Number 2 is having effective mix-ups. Number 3 is having big and fast normals. And finally, number 4 is having a great assist. As we go down this list, these points become lower in effect as some characters are weak in multiple or one of these areas. So going into Z tier. So since my last video, there have been several patches and also the inclusion of Android 21 lab coat. In my previous list, only 4 out of the 10 stayed in the Z tier. So there's been a dramatic shift in the meta since last time we've talked about it. The biggest blow up comes from Adult Gohan and Android 16. Both of them got major buffs in the last patch. Gohan got his Potential Unleashed buffed, and as well as his 2S and JS got buffed as well. Android 16 got buffed in his combo routes, so now he's able to keep the opponent close at all times. And even though Lab Coat 21 got nerfed, in my opinion it wasn't enough to knock her out of the number 1 spot. Moving on to S tier. Like I said before, all these characters have very strong tools to compete. For example, DBS Broly. DBS Broly got some good changes. They made his critical back heavy, faster, and increased his level 3 attack buff to 15% rather than 5%. I know he can struggle in neutral, but if he gets in on you, it's practically GG's. The biggest losers here are Jiren and Bardock. In my last list, they were in this tier, but due to other characters getting buffed and them not gaining any real offensive options, these characters got power crept hard. A tier characters are heavy matchup characters. They can fold you real nice with gimmicks and other characters around them, but if they're solo or the opponent can defend against the gimmicks, they can fall apart really fast. Super Baby 2 and Cooler are great examples. Super Baby 2 has fantastic neutral and meter gain, but his mix-ups and pressure potential are all focused on gimmicks that a good player will be able to defend most of them most of the time. Cooler is like a stick of glue. Once he's on you, you can't push him away. Most of his normals got buffed by decreasing the startup and increasing the movement, so if you try to reflect or guard cancel, he'll smoke you straight up. But once again, his mix-ups are very poor. He just doesn't have any specials that make you afraid to block him. Gotenks might surprise some of you, but the nerf to his Ghost Oki dramatically crossed his win condition. Now his Ghost Oki only works in certain situations and if the opponent doesn't know about the nerf. B tier characters are the most tragic by far. All these characters are so easy to buff that I'll do it right now. Frieza's main issue is his assists and certain combos. Buffing A assist to spawn closer to Frieza will fix it, and increasing the block stun on B assist will be enough. Also, outside of the classic Dragon Ball FighterZ B&B routes, his combos can be inconsistent. Trunks' issue is not being able to SKD without using resources, and not being able to level 3 without DHCing or vanish canceling. Making Corsical Forward light into JS will fix his SKD, and making his jump heavy SKD closer on knockdowns will fix his level 3 issue. Super Saiyan Vegeta's issue is his weak assists and outdated specials. Making his A assist track like Janemba will fix it. Turning his B assist into Gogeta's Blue Gogeta's A assist by basically increasing the distance move and giving it wall bounce will fix it. And finally, increasing the tracking on his C assist will also buff that assist as well. As for his specials, giving Corsical Forward light and heavy projectile invul will make him a lot scarier in neutral, and giving Corsical back heavy the option to control which side he will knock you down, and making it comboable just like with Goku's Dragon Punch, EX Dragon Punch. Finally, we get to GT Goku. So his major flaws is his poor neutral and bad mix-ups. To help with his neutral, give his J Corsical Forward S the falling property like Krillin and Tien, and also decreasing the startup on 5S and JS. For his mix-ups, change his Corsical back medium to reduced recovery so he can float, and change the jump to closer to the opponent, that way he can easily dash up afterwards. These characters definitely got some good buffs in the last patch, but they didn't fix the core issue with them. In the end, this is all my opinion, and I could be wrong about all of this, but this is something I've wanted to do for a while. Also, yes, I know the developers confirmed that they aren't doing any more balance changes. I didn't go over everyone, so if there's a character you'd like me to expand upon, please be sure to comment down below and I'll give you my thoughts on them specifically. I hope I didn't make too many people mad here, but you'll never satisfy everyone. With that being said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed your time here. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content in the future. And if you have any more video ideas, or like I said, you want to talk about a character I haven't discussed yet, please be sure to comment. It really helps out with the video's progress. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Sayonara.